You're watching BTV News, Iowa's #1 high school news show.
Hello, Boone High, and welcome to this week's news show. I'm Tanner Frost.
And I'm Maddie Dusher. It's been a festive week at Boone High as we celebrated Holiday Spirit Week.
With so much going on, you may have missed some of the highlights, so we here at Boone TV have you covered.
The Boone High Band, choir, orchestra, and artists participated in the annual Scholl Memorial Concert.
Emma Toms attended this event and has a look back at this holiday treat.
Sunday, December 18th, the Boone Auditorium held the annual Scholl Memorial Concert that featured jazz band, concert band, orchestra, and all three choirs. Abby Lumley is part of the jazz band, concert band, and the chorale choir. She talks about what song was her favorite to sing.
My favorite would probably have to be the Polar Express because we worked really hard on it and it was a lot of fun.
Abby had a solo in the jazz band, along with one in the concert band. She explains what she did to get ready for her jazz solo.
With the jazz band solo, it was kind of frustrating because it was improv, so I didn't really know what I was going to play at the time, and so it was kind of hard.
Alyssa Kraft is in the orchestra and talks about what her favorite song was and why she enjoys the Scholl concert. She also explains why people should go to the Scholl concert.
My favorite song was the Christmas song, and why I like the Scholl concert so much is because it brings all the music departments together to make one big concert, and it's just a lot of fun. Everyone should go to the Scholl concert because it's an awesome way to get in the Christmas spirit.
Along with there being a lot of musical performances, there was an art show going on in the choir room where all of the art students displayed a couple pieces of their work. This has been Emma Toms from Boone TV.
Theater is a great way for students to get experience with acting, tech, and directing.
In order to be exposed to the craft of being a director, a few BHS students got the chance to direct this year's middle school plays.
Emma Toms has more on this story.
This year, there are a ton of high school drama students helping out with the middle school play. Senior Sarah Schrupp talks about what her role was in helping with the play.
The play is called Mother Goose, and it's about a news anchor who goes rogue and begins to change all the Mother Goose's nursery rhymes, and he ends up taking over for Mother Goose and becomes Dr. Seuss. I am the director of this play, so I had to figure out everybody's costumes, and I had to tell them where to move and how they should say their lines properly.
Sarah also talks about why she helps out with the middle school play.
Oh, I most definitely enjoy teaching them about my #1 passion, which is theater. It just gives me a thrill to see them up on stage, like performing something that I could help them with, and it just brings me joy.
Emma Toms from Boone TV.
You may have noticed quite the change in the winter weather the last couple of weeks.
The maintenance staff have been hard at work preparing for the winter months. Here's Ben Weebold with more on the BHS winter prep.
Winter and holidays is just around the corner, and our janitors are making sure that during that time, our school will be nice and warm.
Making sure we have enough boiler chemical for the year, and we have to, in some of the buildings throughout the district, we have to put the boilers back together and get them ready for use.
Not only that, but for those who are outside when the school is still in session, you might notice that the sidewalks are a little bit slick. Our janitors have that covered too.
Well, one of the biggest changes is that after it snows, we're going to be outside shoveling snow and sprinkling salt on most of the concrete, and sand on the areas that are not able to be salted at this time because the concrete's too new.
Janitors do a lot as well they might not even know about.
Also, some other things that we have to do is down at the football field, we have to disconnect all the pipes and winterize all that to make sure that none of the pipes freeze, and so we can hook them back up in the spring, and so they're ready for soccer.
Thank a janitor every once in a while. They do a lot, and even if you don't know it, you need them.
The Boone basketball teams hosted another doubleheader this past Tuesday night, taking on the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays.
Both the boys and girls were looking to continue their winning ways. BTV sports reporters Jason Moy and Justin Elsner have your recaps.
Coming off of a big conference win last Friday night against the Carlisle Wildcats, the girls' Toador team is looking to defend their home court once again against the Bondurant Blue Jays.
Starting off in the first quarter, the Toador's high-powered offense jumped out to a quick 16-0 run led by junior Claire Sandvig's powerful inside game. At the end of the first, sophomore guard Maddie Danner hits a contested runner to give them an 18-2 lead. In the second quarter, the Toador's defense clamped down on the Blue Jays, leading to multiple transition baskets. On this play, Danner's active hands on defense led to a fast break layup, giving Boone a 35-5 lead heading into halftime. In the third quarter, the Toadors picked up where they left off by continuing to pound the ball inside and by running on the fast break. With seconds left in the third quarter, freshman guard Aaliyah Graham converts an easy layup, giving Boone a 49-10 lead. Boone ultimately closes out the game with a final score of 61-16. Sophomore Maddie Danner led all scorers with a game-high 22 points. This has been Jason Mui from Boone TV.
This past Tuesday night, the Boone Toadors faced off against the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays in hopes of extending their 2-game winning streak to 3. To start the game, Boone's defense stepped up as they held the Blue Jays to just 6 points, the best defensive stand Boone has put up this season. The Blue Jays and Toadors traded points the whole quarter, but Bondurant still struggled to trim down Boone's double-digit lead. The Toadors went into halftime leading the Blue Jays with a score of 31-19. On the first possession of the second half, Boone fed their big man, Gabe Craftston, for the easy 2, but Bondurant answered right back with a mid-range jumper from Seth Moeller. Moeller and the Blue Jays would go on to control the rest of the third quarter as they would outscore Boone 20-12. Going into the final 8 minutes of play, the Toadors still held the lead, but the Blue Jays had cut their once double-digit advantage to just 4 points. In crunch time, Boone's offense stood strong as they went on to take back their comfortable lead. Late in the quarter, Ethan Lewis drove and dished to Trevor Van Pelt for the 3-ball, putting the final dagger in Bondurant. The Toadors ended the night with 4 players scoring in double digits, leading them to their 3rd straight victory with a final score of 70-64. From Boone TV, I'm Justin Elsner.
The Star Wars franchise made its way back to theaters this past Thursday with the release of Rogue One.
Here is superfan Mr. Kramer and myself with our review of this Star Wars story in this week's Two Guys and a Movie.
I find your lack of faith disturbing, Boone High.
And as much as I want to rule the galaxy with an iron fist, I'm still just Tanner Frost.
Also, marking my annual Star Wars review return, I'm Mr. Kramer, and we're here with our review of the newest Star Wars film, Rogue One.
There's been a lot of hype building around the first entry in the Star Wars spin-off film series, and I can say with confidence that it doesn't disappoint. Rogue One sets itself up between episodes 3 and 4, leaning more towards the latter. Jyn Erso is recruited by the Rebellion to steal the infamous Death Star plans and begin to bring an end to the Empire. Without giving away too much, Rogue One leads into episode 4 perfectly. Rogue One's biggest takeaway for me was that it was a unique film in the Star Wars franchise. The tone, characters, violence, and more all set it apart from previous movies in a good way.
While that uniqueness does set it apart, I was impressed by the way the film added to the overall Star Wars universe. The use of familiar characters adds not just to this film, but to a fuller appreciation of the others. I know I will never view the opening scene of A New Hope the same way again.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take it away!
All the little things in Rogue One tries to do to enhance the experience adds so much.
There's lots of fan service, short jokes, and old music used that makes the film that much better.
A pro of Rogue One is its unique feel. This was the first Star Wars movie to really emphasize the war that was going on. The cast was also excellent and diverse. Almost all the characters were well developed and some truly shined in their roles, adding to the impact of their inevitable loss. The film also featured the Star Wars visuals and music that fans have come to love. From the wide variety of interesting planets and aliens to the epic battle scenes, Rogue One hits all the right notes.
A few cons of Rogue One are that there's too much of the false danger movie cliche. Lots of tense moments are broken up the same way, with someone getting shot. While good overall, some of the CGI used on people in the film looked a bit off. Finally, fans of lightsabers and Jedi will be disappointed by their absence in this movie. While there is a bit of this in the film, let's just say it's more on the dark side of things.
Overall, we would give this film 9.5 Death Stars out of 10. The film is not only my highlight of 2016, but maybe of the Star Wars franchise as a whole. It has some of my favorite scenes in movie history ever.
Rogue One stands out for me because of the doors it opens. The Star Wars universe has opened up to new stories beyond the trilogies, and I can't wait to explore what it has to offer.
And there you have it, BHS. This was the Star Wars edition of Two Guys with our review of Rogue One.
We highly recommend this film to all Star Wars fans, and though it may not have the same effect on non-Star Wars fans, it's still amazing.
With that, we'll see you after break.
And may the Force be with you, Boone High.
You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
Another timeless favorite during the holiday season is eating as much sweets as possible.
To help us create our own goodies, here is Zach Choppa with the holiday special, Choppin' with Choppa.
Welcome to Choppin' with Choppa, Boone TV's first cooking show. I'm your chef, Zach Choppa, and with the holidays coming up, I decided to bake peanut butter blossom Christmas cookies. To make the cookies, I will be using half cup of butter softened, half cup of sugar, half cup of brown sugar, half cup of creamy peanut butter, a single egg, 1.5 cups of flour, 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, additional sugar for later on, and of course, a bag of Hershey's Kisses.
Before I start, I am going to preheat the oven to 375 degrees.
In a large bowl, I'm going to mix the butter with a half cup of sugar, half cup of brown sugar, half cup of peanut butter, and a single egg.
Mix the ingredients well.
Now I'm going to stir in 1.5 cup of flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, finally a half teaspoon of baking powder. And we're going to stir it until the dough forms. With the dough finished, you're going to want to take out about a tablespoon of the dough, roll it into about inch-sized into a ball in your hands. If it's a bit too big, easy way to fix, just take some off, throw it right back in. With your ball formed, you're going to want to roll it into the sugar. You want to get it really nice and covered in the sugar. And once it's all covered, just plop it onto your cookie sheet and start your next ball.
With the balls rolled, I am going to bake them for 8 to 10 minutes, or until the edges are light golden brown. After 8 to 10 minutes, take out the cookies.
Once taken out of the oven, immediately press one Hershey's Kiss in the center of each cookie. Okay. Finally, remove the cookies from the cookie sheet to an aluminum foil to cool. And once cooled, enjoy yourselves a tasty peanut butter blossom cookie. Thanks for watching this episode of Choppin' with Choppa, and have a Merry Christmas, Boone High.
We have a special guest back with us this week, Boone TV alum and Hall of Famer Alex Carey.
We can't end 2016 without a What's Trending segment.
Or dab.
So, without further ado, here is What's Trending.
Hello, Boone High. Miss me yet? Thought so. I'm Alex Carey, and for this week only, I'm back for What's Trending. Christmas season is in full swing. Folks are out cramming in their last-second shopping, snow is on the ground, or at least what's left of it, and finals. Scratch that, not finals for you guys. Those are next year for some reason. All this chaos, though, leads up to the big day, Christmas. The day for family, food, and a whole lot of presents.
It's a snuggie!
Along with Christmas, the winter season also brings another important thing to Boone High. That's right, winter sports. The boys and girls basketball teams have tipped off their seasons on a hot streak. Guys swimming has started off, well, swimmingly, and wrestling has started off with a bang. Good luck to all Toreadors competing in winter sports, and may your seasons be successful. Since I've been gone for quite a while, well, 4 months, here are 6 dope items that have happened this school year. The football team made a playoff run, Trump is president, Cubs won it all, another Star Wars movie came out, I actually have a girlfriend, and there are a whole lot of new faces that I don't recognize.
Who are you people?
That's all for today. It was nice seeing you all again for What's Trending. Until next time, Boone High, I'm out.
Thank you for watching this week's news show. Boone TV will be back after break with all the latest news, sports, and entertainment.
In between opening presents and consuming large amounts of food, head over to BooneTV.com. Also, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube account.
And now, make sure you stay safe,
stay warm,
and we'll see you after break, Boone High.